The career of pastry chef is not merely one of baking, as I recently discovered. Someone who opened my eyes to this culinary world is Robert Higgins, a pastry chef who manages a team of 5 in a luxury hotel pastry shop. Robert, you say that pastry is artistic expression undertaken in a business environment. Can you elaborate?
By all means. First of all, someone who enters this field is obviously of a creative nature, and baking is a marvellously satisfying way of expressing one's talent. But take me, for example, as someone who has worked their way up through the ranks and now manages what is essentially a small business. Baking is just one of the aspects of the job. For my kitchen to run efficiently, I must plan menus, order ingredients, train and supervise staff, develop recipes, deal with clients and deliveries, maintain accounts, well, really a multitude of tasks in addition to the actual baking itself.
So, a pastry chef is also an adept businessman. Tell me then, what attracted you to this profession?
Funnily enough, I hadn't given it much thought, but at 23 I was made redundant and, feeling somewhat at a loose end, decided to go for a career change. It was actually my sister who suggested I try a culinary course, as we were then sharing a flat and I was forever cooking to pass the time. It seemed she was impressed and put it to me that I could do this for a career. And I thought about it and then said, why not? I enrolled on a culinary course and worked evenings in restaurants to finance my studies. I was then taken on as an apprentice with the company I still work for, and slowly but surely, with a lot of perseverance and determination, I made it to chef.
Not simply chef, though. Your pastries are renowned and sought after worldwide. How do you account for this success?
Well, a good pastry chef must be rather a perfectionist. You need to produce numerous baked items and remain meticulous. I think you also need to understand the subtleties of taste and flavour when baking, especially in dessert composition. Of course, a sense of style and aesthetics helps. No one will touch a pastry that doesn't look good, will they? I am certainly a perfectionist. Anyone who knows me will vouch for that, and probably irritatingly so at times. But this is an art where there is no room for error. I also really enjoy my work, and it is a career which needs dedication, as a 15-hour day is not unusual.
So you've never regretted the career move?
Oh no. Not that it's all been plain sailing, mind you. The majority of baking jobs are production positions, and I found at first I was working very hard and felt concerned about getting burned out. But the chef I was working under showed me how to refine my techniques, and the production process soon became second nature to me. I also realised the discipline that repetitive tasks equip you with. Consequently, I am today very efficient at running the pastry shop. I also have a wonderful staff, so the only real anxiety I suffer is trying to create what I first envisage in my head. But then, that is also the joy of being creative.